What is going on, guys, and welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing something that you guys have requested in a multiple of different comments on tons of my videos. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you how to make some pretty cool thumbnails for your YouTube videos. This is going to be how to make custom thumbnails. So I'm going to show you guys how to make thumbnails like the ones that I make for my videos. It's very simple, very easy. I'm just going to go through the steps on what I like to do and what I use to make my thumbnails look pretty good. So as you guys saw the video yesterday showing you how to make the starburst brush, we're going to be using that brush in this video to make some pretty cool starburst effect backgrounds on our thumbnails. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the program Photoshop. Like I said in my video before yesterday, what you can do to get this for free is just go on YouTube, type in how to get Photoshop for free, follow their steps, download everything that you need to download, and you should be able to get it very quickly. So once you have it, go ahead and open it up, click File, New, and we're going to open up a new document as a 1280 by 720 document. It's going to be under pixels. Make the resolution 720. Go ahead and click OK, and then you have it opened up here. So as you guys can see on the top and the left side here, you can see that I have these it's kind of like a ruler that you can use to drag in lines. If you hold left click, you can drag in lines and you can find the middle of the screen. It should snap to the middle of the screen just like that. Do the same with the very top. And then this will show you where the middle of your image is, just like that. So if you guys do not have this when you open up Photoshop, all you have to do is go to View, go down to Rulers, and just make sure that that's checked, and then go to Show and make sure Guides, Smart Guides, and Pixel Grid are selected too. So once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a gradient to make our background look pretty nice. So if you go down to our colors down here, you can see that I already have these colors selected. It's going to be red and then a lighter shade of red. You can change it up, make it whatever colors you want. It does not matter. Then you go to the left where it shows your gradient tool. Left click on your gradient tool to select it. Go to the very top where we have this line already showing us where the middle of the image is. We're going to hold shift, left click, and then hold it and drag it all the way down to the bottom, and then let go, and it will make this beautiful looking gradient for you guys. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to click brush, and we're going to go to the arrow at the very top, scroll all the way down, and we're going to select our brush, our starburst brush that we have already created in the video that we watched yesterday. So then you go to your video, or you go to your image, sorry, go to the very middle where we have this, it shows us where the middle is right here. Just left click and it will, boom, create that beautiful looking starburst thing for you. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in some textures to make it look even better. All these textures will be in a download link in the description if you guys want to go ahead and download them. I use these for pretty much every single one of my thumbnails. I'm just going to go ahead and open them up here. Go to here, it's under my documents. I just need to find these quickly in here, right here. So I like to use these for pretty much every single one of my thumbnails. I usually use this number 5 here because it makes it look pretty good. So now you can see we have it opened up. I'm just gonna click on my little pointer thing up here. I'm gonna drag this onto my image here, zoom out. I have an option on my mouse that allows me to zoom out, but if you go to the bottom here where it shows your percentage symbol, you can change it up by clicking on it and then just typing in whatever percentage you want. So now what you want to do is go to the very top, hold shift, and then drag it inward from one of the corners, bring it back over to where your image is here, and then just kind of shrink it down, and then go to your corner again, and where it shows you this arc line, hold shift, and then you can rotate it again to make it so that it looks like that. Then we're going to go ahead and zoom back in, drag it to the bottom corner of our image, hold shift again, and then drag it back up so that it covers the entire image that we have here. Then you click apply, go over to the side over here where it shows your layers, click on where it says normal, and then you have all these different options, and if you click on them, they change it up a little bit, making it look either better or worse. Just fiddle around with this, see which one looks the best to you, and we're just going to play around with this for a couple seconds. I kind of like multiply, but I think that one did not do anything. Color dodge is alright, screen's okay. I think I'm going to have to go with multiply. We're going to have to go with multiply on this one. So now if we change our opacity over here at the side, you can change your opacity of this layer here. And then we're just going to drag it down a little bit so that it's not so harsh. Leave it at a 64%. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now we can import some images and we can do some text things to add a little bit of pizzazz to this. So if you click on your text tool over here and then you go onto your image and you just left click and then drag, it'll create a text box. And then you can type in whatever you want. I'm just going to do thumbnail, just like that. And I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. So now you can see we have some text on here. I'm going to center this. This is why we have our lines, so we can center it. So now I'm going to show you some cool things that you can do with these text, with the text, to make it look a little bit better. So if you go over to where your layer is that says thumbnail or whatever you typed in, it's going to be your text over here. Double left click on that and it'll open up some options that you can use to change up the text a little bit. So if you go to drop shadow at the very bottom, just click on that. It'll create a pretty cool drop shadow for you guys. I'll show you what my options are for the drop shadow if you want to go ahead and copy them. Just pause the video on this and you can go ahead and copy that. Then what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to click on outer glow to create an outer glow on this too. Then if you want to go to outer glow, we're going to change up the color of it by changing the color and click on this. We're going to make it a black. Then we're going to go to blend mode and click on the arrow, go down, and we're going to change this to normal. Then we're going to change our opacity to around anywhere from 20 to 34. Makes it look a little bit nicer. So there you go. We have that there. Makes it look pretty good. Then we're going to add a gradient on this to make it look even better. So if you click on the box, check that so that there's a gradient, then click on it again so that you open up your gradient options. You can change the gradient to whatever you want. If you click on the arrow, it'll bring up an option of all the different gradients that you can use. I'm going to go ahead and use this gold gradient that I had created, but you can create any gradients that you want just by clicking on the color here, and it'll open up this, and then you can change the colors just like this, change everything up, make whatever you want, make some pretty cool gradients just like that. So there you have it. That is some pretty nice text right there. We're going to click OK, and now we're going to import an image, and I'll show you what you can do with an image too. So I have a picture of the bow on my desktop here. The good thing about this image is that it is already cut out, so you can see that there is no background to this image whatsoever. This makes it 100 times easier when you're trying to import images into Photoshop. So if you can find images that don't have a background, then you are gonna make your life so much easier. So as you can see, this image has no background. I'm gonna left click and then I'm gonna drag it over to the top where we have our thing here, and then just drop it, and now you see the bow is on our thumbnail. It's a little bit big, so I'm gonna go ahead and do what we did before by holding shift and then left clicking and dragging it to make it smaller. I'm just going to plop this right in the middle of the picture right here. So you can see we have the bow in the middle here. The bow looks a little out of place in this thumbnail though, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make it look a little bit nicer. So it does have a drop shadow on it already, but I'm going to go ahead and double left click and add another drop shadow onto it. I'm going to change the opacity of this drop shadow though, because it already has one. So I'm going to change it to around 32. Then I'm going to add a outer glow. Actually, I don't think I'm going to do an outer glow on this one. So I'm going to leave it at that actually, because that does look pretty cool. So there are some little things that you can do to make this look a little bit nicer, make your thumbnails have a little bit more punch to them, a little bit more pizzazz, if you want to say that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope I did not go too fast because I have not done anything like this before. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up because it helps me out a ton. I hope this helped you out, and if you guys want me to make any more videos on thumbnails, how to make anything cool for your YouTube channel, maybe some channel art or anything like that, leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.